Aayi's vision and work at Shirdi. With Radhakrishnaayi's arrival, the Shala becomes a school to impart jnana, bhakti, and yoga. Baba sent many devotees to get answers to their doubts. Aayi, as she was later known, understood the visions of Baba and provided Anna Bhiksha and Jnana Bhiksha to the devotees. She was Saraswati and Annapurna personified with the added luster of Mahalakshmi. Aayi would sweep the dusty lanes of Shirdi so that the lotus feet of Baba, who never wore slippers, were not hurt. People say that his feet were always fresh and clean, though he walked up and down seeking bhiksha from 5 houses, some days several times. There was always one who worked to keep those feet clean. Aayi used to walk backwards and sweep so as not to step on the path on which Baba walked. One day, Baba saw her and said, "This work that you do is very dear to me. You are as great as the 3 Devis. This broom is a great thing of value, so it seems to me. You will go down in the annals as a noble person. In fact, you will create history." These words are taken from a book titled Sai by Vinod Gaikwad. As per the dream of Aayi, Shirdi will become a samsthan and Sai a Maharaj. Kakad, Madhyana, Dhoop and Shade Aratis will take place daily. The Madhyana Arati will be performed by devotees with musical instruments and clanging bells. There will be a palki procession. Maharaj will move grandly, dressed in silk wearing ornaments. He will walk like an emperor with an umbrella and chamras, hand fans waved before an idol, waved by devotees who will walk in the front and sing bhajans. There will be colorful lights. This indeed is the Chavadi procession we see today. On alternate nights, Baba went to the Chavadi to sleep holding Shyama's hand and wearing a shawl. Baba would start slowly from Dwaraka Mai. Shyam Karna, Baba's favorite horse, danced in front, wearing silver reins. Aarti was done at the Chavadi. After everyone left, Baba himself prepared his bed. It is Aayi's smiling visage that appears in front of this procession. It also forms the backdrop. The colorful lantern, the silver anklet and the reins of the horse, the chariot and the palki, all these items and many others were procured on the request of Aayi from rich devotees. The famous criminal lawyer Sri G.S. Kaparde was amazed at the splendor. He confessed that he could not afford such valuable things. How could a poor penniless Brahmin widow achieve this? My only strength is Sai Maharaj, who is my friend, my protector, my Ishta, my Guru and my soulmate, all rolled into one. I have kept 2 coins, Shraddha and Saburi, as dakshina for him. I carry on all the work by their strength. Sri Bhivi Dev writes about the miracles of Aayi thus: Radhakrishnaayi came with Nana from Pandaripura in 1905. Her original name was Sundarabai Shirsagar. She was a young widow of 25 when she came to Shirdi. She passed away at the age of 35. Aayi was highly devoted to Baba. Her aim was to conduct all the daily pujas and festivities of Pandaripura at Shirdi. She was the one who started the puja aratis of Sai. The splendor of Chavadi procession, the ornate silk umbrella, the chamras with silver handles and all the puja articles were collected by Aayi. When Baba went to sleep in the Chavdi, the chowkidars in uniform hailed the Lord of the Universe, Baba. The bhajans, the musical instruments, the dancing horse were all arranged by Aayi. She arranged for the Kakad and Shej Aartis to be conducted formally. In about 8 years, she achieved what normally cannot be done in 25 years. Shirdi became a samsthan due to her tireless work, and she made others also work towards it. Aayi always covered her face with a sari pulled over her head. This was invariably followed before Baba. She never climbed up the steps of Dwarkamai when Baba was there. Maybe she felt that Baba was her husband in some past life. Baba once confirmed this to Shyama. There was no physical relationship even then. She converted Baba's fakiri into Raja Yoga. She sent Govindavida bitter leaves, specially rolled with cardamom, copra, and other ingredients to Baba. She sent Govindavida several times in a day. She also used to send grapes and chilim, a smoking pipe, for him. After Baba left the Dwarkamai for Chavdi, Aayi used to light a lantern with 5 wicks. She also kept a vessel filled with water. This practice is followed even today, both at Dwarkamai and the Samadhi Mandir. She would bathe and wear a white sari while doing this work. This sari was stitched from the cloth pieces sent by Baba, and she preserved it with care. Her food was one roti and some sabji sent daily by Baba. As per Sai Satcharita, one afternoon, Baba asked for bakri, home-baked bread made of corn flour with milk, from Lakshmi Bai. After eating a little of bakri, he sent it as prasada through Lakshmi Bai to Radhakrishnaayi, who was eagerly waiting for it. Once Baba told Dhumal, a devotee close to his heart, "Thinking of you, I could not sleep all night." Dhumal kept on recalling these words on the way to Aayi's house. There, he saw a rare photo of Baba in a thinking pose. This photo was probably taken at Narayan Teli's house near Dwarkamai and opposite to Nanduram Marwari's house. Dhumal showed the photo to Baba, who looked at it and gave it back to him. No wonder she had kept this rare photo with her. After all, had she not kept the silver vessels and other puja articles meant for Baba's puja? Aayi's response to Nana, as found in the book titled Sri Shirdi Sai Bhagavatam, reflects truly her dreams, vision, and thoughts about Shirdi and Sai Maharaj. It reads as follows: Aayi, I know what you want to say. People think that Baba should love only them and that not even a drop of the rain of mercy should fall on the others. My calling him as Maharaj, asking for the silver articles from devotees and other actions of mine are not light. But it is my sankalpa, rather Baba's own, that all the 16 upacharas, acts of worship like offering flowers, waving a lamp, etc., should be carried on here fully. He is Panduranga and Shirdi is Pandaripura. It is the eternal truth. In 10 to 15 years, Shirdi will be extolled as a holy place of pilgrimage. Now, we will see the prediction of Sainath before continuing with Aayi's dreams. In 1880, much before Nana and others came, Baba talked about the future of Shirdi. Many multi-storied buildings will rise here in Shirdi. Many festivals will be held. Many great people like Subedhar will come. My Brahmins will also come. Elephants, horses, and Shankar Nana will also come. Cannons will resound in all directions. Source: Life of Sai Baba. People laughed and said, "All these for this God-forsaken village?" But each word of Baba came true in a few years. The village became a small town. Sugar mills with machines, multi-storied buildings, annual fairs and festivals. All these drew people of higher classes of society from all over India to Shirdi. Now, let us continue with the vision and thoughts of Aayi. This soil on which the Avatara walks will be collected and worshipped. Vibhuti, coming continuously from Dhuni, known as Udi, will be distributed. This Udi will give eightfold wealth to devotees, will give solace and hope to them. It is sheer ignorance to think of Baba, who cures the illness of body and mind, as a poor fakir. All three gods stand in front of Baba. We should all perform Arati 4 times, offer Dhoop and Deepa, and worship him with flowers. Towards this end, I offer my mind, body, and soul. He is my friend and my protector, all in all. I do not need anyone else. I will dedicate my entire life to the service of Sai Maharaj. I do not care about what people may say. All I think of is Guru Maharaj, to whom I offer Shraddha Saburi as Guru Dakshina. Thus, Aayi's devotion to Baba was unparalleled. At times, she followed Maharaj till the Lendi Bagh in a frenzy of devotion. Aayi knew Baba's mind and followed his directions diligently. Baba used to be kind to the nationalists, and some nationalists were even looked after or watched by Aayi. When Bal Gangadhar Tilak came, Baba advised him to practice spirituality, as Baba alone knew Tilak's end was near. Baba also gave shelter to Sri G.S. Kaparde, a disciple of Tilak. As a result, he escaped arrest. One Sri Natekar was sent by the British to spy on Sri Kaparde. Aayi knew about his activities but kept a quiet watch on him. According to Sai Aradhana by A. Venkata Shiva Sai Ram, Aayi placated him with gifts when he left Shirdi. She never let the role played by Natekar affect the traditional practice of honoring a guest of Shirdi. There is no doubt about the fact that she laid the foundation for the Sai Samsthan. In this task, she took the help of Sathe, who was a close devotee of Baba. With Baba's permission, Sathe Wada was built in 1910. Aayi discussed with Sathe the changes to be brought about in Shirdi. She felt that trees should be planted by the side of the path on which Baba walked, and sand should be spread on the path so that his feet would not hurt. Arches were to be put up and jasmine creepers should adorn them. Women were asked to make paper flowers and garlands to decorate the front door of Dwarkamai during festivals like Guru Purnima and Ramanavami. To withstand the summer heat, Aayi wove curtains with vetiver kaskas to bring coolness and fragrance to Dwarkamai. Being a stickler to perfection, if anyone upset the creepers or plucked the flowers, Aayi would seek out the person and rebuke him severely. Aayi was a taskmaster and a strict disciplinarian. Yet, if anything was needed to be done at Shirdi during her lifetime, people only looked to Aayi. Kathopanishad describes that the spiritual path is like walking on a razor's edge. Aayi knew this. She surrendered her all to her Ishta, Vitala Baba, and lived the life of a yogini, treating pain and pleasure, praise and blame all alike. This yogini had, apart from performing her own sadhanas, several tasks to accomplish. Baba's prema reached Aayi in full measure. She sprinkled his prema all over Shirdi like consecrated water. She had to delegate various tasks to other devotees. While doing so, she exercised strict and close supervision. In the early days, many resented Aayi's strict nature and the special status she enjoyed with Baba. Some people even opposed her, being not able to appreciate her service. Many were jealous of her extraordinary capabilities. For instance, Dasaganu initially appreciated Aayi's untiring and dedicated service to Sai and her organizing capacity. In course of time, he felt that his importance was diminishing. He found fault with her efforts to add pomp and grandeur to the worship of Sai and the increased flow of devotees for Sai Darshan. This issue was even discussed by Ganu and others at the gathering in Dikshitwada. Next morning, Dasaganu went to Dwarakamayi to seek Sai's blessings for the Harikatha on Tukaram Maharaj at Ahmednagar. Sai told him gently that, as was his services to him with kirtanas, some others may be doing their might in their own way. No one should belittle others' services. Sai added that every duty was at the bidding of God and there was no room for any criticism. Dasaganu realized his mistake and apologized for his ill feelings towards Aayi. Sai replied that there was no need to tender an apology. Ganu, in earnest, ran to Aayi, fell at her feet and begged her pardon. He assured her that he would correct his attitude and also desist from speaking ill of her. Source: Shirdi Sai Sannidhi, Dwarakamayi Leelas by Allur Gopal Rao. Similarly, once Baba sent Srimati Tarabai Tarkar, a long time but proud devotee of Baba, to be with Aayi. Aayi made her do several menial errands in the service of Baba. Initially, Srimati Tarkar resented this, but soon realized that Baba had sent her to teach patience and commitment in the service of Baba. Later on, she talked appreciatively about Aayi. Again, Mawashi Bhai, who was also made to stay with Aayi, resented initially the strict nature of Aayi, but later came to appreciate her efforts and commitment in the service of Baba. She regarded the time she spent with Aayi as a great blessing. Om Sai Ram.